Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
All right, let's see who's here this morning. Hey, Don. Good morning. Don Bargain Hunter in the house. Good
Who's that
morning, Mark, the
coffee?
antiquer. Yes. Oh, you changed your cup. She changed her cup.
Gotta switch things up once in a while, T. Gotta switch things up once in a while.
Yeah, but I don't think people would be too happy if I drank out of this mug.
Can't stay stagnant, you know? You know what I mean?
I have the Avengers.
Good morning, Donna. Good morning. Good morning, guys. So Cindy Wise in the house. Good morning, Cindy.
Mark is in the house. Good morning, Mark.
Chunking data girl, right as Marcia?
Too early, to be honest. Let's all go.
Good morning, Marcia.
Well, Tiffany, you're an hour difference than us.
Yeah, thank God I'm not on Pacific time.
Yeah, well, even Mark, MT Picker, he's in Montana.
He's Mountain Time, isn't he?
Is it? Yeah, isn't that like 2 hours difference?
Yeah.
I mean, some people, good morning, Wonder Woman. I mean, I got up this morning, I got up at 5:45, like 20:06, just to answer emails and messages and do some social media stuff. Social media is a time suck. You know, I hear like Rally Roots talk about, and like George and Jeremy talk about like how they get so many emails. Like I get so many emails now, and it's a combination of my auctions and questions and you know, like YouTube, and then there's Facebook, and like I seriously, like I can't even, and I'm only like at 1,400 subscribers. Like I don't know how they do it with like 100,000 plus subscribers, because I can't even keep up. I get messages, and I have to stop opening the messages and reading them and then thinking that I'm going to respond to them like in a little while, because then I forget to respond. Like I have to change my way of like doing things and only open an email or open a message when I know I'm going to respond to it like that very minute. Like I can't just look at it and say, oh, I'll respond, because then what is that noise in the background?
I don't hear
it.
What does it sound like?
I hear it.
Like a scratching noise. Do you guys hear it?
Did it go away?
I think so.
Tiffany, it went away.
What was it, Tiffany?
It's gone now?
It's gone.
Oh, thank God.
What was it?
What was it, Tiff?
I don't know. I just muted myself for a second, and whatever it was, it's gone.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, Marcia's saying, no, it's still back there. I can hear it again. You hear it?
I hear it.
Anyways, Marcia says 1 hour a day, Donna. So just dedicate 1 hour a day to like respond to all my messages and my emails and stuff. I'm really struggling with that. Like I haven't responded to people, and then there's some things that I need to like catch up on, and I'm not complaining.
Tiffany, it went away.
Tiffany, what was it?
Is it back now?
It was. I had to mute you.
Now do you hear it?
No.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know. With this laptop, I just always had to wear headphones. I would prefer to get away from wearing headphones because right now I have an earache, but...
Good morning, Debbie. Debbie DeSales just came in.
Good morning, Debbie.
Carol. Good morning. Go get a cup of coffee, sweetheart. That noise is so annoying. I don't know what that noise is.
Oh, jeez.
See, I think it's her every time I mute her.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Tiff, I'm going to pull you out and pull you back in. Oh, now she's got off camera. All right.
So, Carol, I read your little post about you were patting the dog, and the woman at the yard sale was saying, I don't want to sell this stuff to people that are going to resell it on eBay. And, you know, someone made a comment like, why do people care? I mean, I've heard people say that before. I got caught yesterday. I was in, Wonder Woman was with me. We on the way back from the meetup, we stopped at a thrift shop and I was videotaping because I don't know if you guys had a chance to see the thrift shop that I went to that was absolutely beautiful. It was the St. Paul of the Cross. No, yeah, I think it was. And it was absolutely gorgeous. It was beautiful. The thrift shop that we stopped at on the way back from West
All
Palm
right.
Beach yesterday.
Debbie said my volume's up too high. Huh.
Yeah, that definitely happens because I hear feedback and I have to lower my volume. That's definitely true. Thanks, Deb. Good morning, Deb.
Oh.
Good morning, Carol.
Yeah, anyway, so the woman kind of like caught me videotaping and she was like, what are you videotaping? And I was like so scared, like I didn't know what to say. So I was saying to T and Tiffany this morning, I'm debating on whether to put up the video because it's not going to be a nice video. The prices were absolutely like $25 for used jeans, you know, $18 for dirty, rotten shoes, and then the furniture in the place. I mean, honestly, if I was cleaning out a storage unit and I found that furniture, not that I want to contribute to landfills, but I wouldn't donate it to a thrift shop because I would think to myself,
Who's going to sit on this? Yeah.
who's wait until you see it in the video. Like when I tell you disgusting, dirty, worn out, scratched up, like bad stuff. And
Yeah.
I have a gentleman that I met a couple of months ago who owns a thrift store not too far from here. And
don't say anything.
okay.
Just don't even say anything.
Okay.
Just deal with it.
And not only is his stuff so crappy, but like you walk in there and he smokes in there and you could smell mold.
Oh.
And you know, he was trying to tell us he lost his girlfriend. He's a very older gentleman. He lost his girlfriend, and his girlfriend used to make $9,000 or $10,000 a month selling his stuff on eBay. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell she was selling, but she must have not been bringing the stuff to this store.
Right? Yeah, the store's pretty yucky and
so I know what
smelly.
you're talking about when you say that kind of thrift store, because some of them just they're like hoarders in a front store. And
I'm telling you, like the stuff in the store, Wonder Woman was with me. She saw the stuff in the store was like it, and you'll see it in the video, like just like like a used candle, like a burnt used candle, right? That it has already been lit. Like I show it on the video. I mean, granted, it was only $1.75, but like I think of like my auctions. Like I would never bring a used candle to auction for
no,
you guys
to behind you.
Yeah, I would keep them because I love candles, but do you know what I mean? Like I was thinking to myself, and like there was this like red vase which I also picked up to show you. I think the price on it was like $12.75. It's something that you would buy like at Home Goods or Marshalls or TJ Maxx for probably $4.99. They had $12.75 on it. What are they doing? Like what are they thinking? Like it was just crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that. Wait, unless it's a good scent. No, it was not even a scented candle. It was just a candle. You'll see it. Brand new candles at yard sales for $1. So can I talk about my meetup?
Yeah.
So Tiffany, I know why Tiffany's laughing. Okay, my meetup was awesome. It was great. The place was awesome. I went on live for the first time on my phone, and that was really fun. And Tiffany's Matthew was there. I call him Tiffany's Matthew because that's how I met him. I met him through Tiffany. But he came from Fort Lauderdale, which is like a 50-minute drive, which was really, really awesome. And then my friends Mike and Lynn came down from Fort Pierce, which is like an hour and 45-minute drive, and Wonder Woman came and Dolores came. I know some of you jumped on the live chat. And it was really great. So, and then Abraham Scott came. So I ended up with like 8 people. I think for my first meetup to have 8 people, I thought that was pretty good. I mean, maybe the next one will be, 10 or 12 and the next one. And I hope to keep growing it. I'm going to put it out there more on like community pages and try to get people that, not just people that I've met on YouTube, but people like within the community, maybe that don't know about us YouTube people. Maybe try to get some new, fresh people to come into, our.
We're old. She's tired of us.
I'm not old. I mean, not old, just not fresh. I'm joking.
She's tired of us, T.
I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a good turnout. Carol, I want to plan the next one. You said that you were coming maybe in November to Singer Island. So I wanted to plan it around the dates that you're going to be here, seriously. And then Pat D's is going to be down here in December. So I'll plan the December one around Pat D's dates when he's going to be here. So, Carol, as soon as you have some, get single hot guys. Oh, yeah. Well, if you watch the video, this place that I had it at, it's so like urban.
Yeah, I think it was Kathy or somebody yesterday when you were shooting live said, "Wait, go back to the firemen."
That's really awesome, and there's a really great mix of people. And gosh, when we were sitting outside waiting, Wonder Woman, she was in the car with me, and we were watching the cars pulling into this place. It was like, 2 Porsches pulled in, like right back to back with like these really trendy, like just, like city urban people. Such a fun place. Like Tiffany, if you lived here, you would love this place. It is such a fun place, and it's all full of like young, yuppies, families with kids, older people. Wonder Woman goes, older people trying to look young, which was kind of true. But yeah, it's a really great place. I love it. It was a great place for
kind of like us, Donna, right?
Huh?
I said kind of like us, right?
Yeah, it was. It was fun. It was. So I thought the meetup would be like an hour, 2 hours. I mean, we were like 3.5 hours in, and we were all. I know, we were all still like kind of talking, and
Did Ricky
Matthew.
go or no?
Huh?
Did Ricky go or no? I know he was debating
Ricky stayed home. He didn't come with me. He would have been bored. It was just reseller talk, and he's not a reseller, so
yeah, no, I know.
He would have been bored.
He had mentioned he might take a ride with you, though.
Yeah, no, he was going to. If Dolores's husband, because Dolores came, if Dolores's husband was coming, he was going to come, but Dolores's husband decided not to come, so he didn't come. But I mean, it's boring when you're sitting around talking, listening to people talk about stuff that you have nothing in common with.
Right.
Where I was like clinging on to every word everybody was saying, because everybody really contributed a lot, and it was great. It's fun to have coworkers, because the reselling business can be lonely. What's that?
Sorry,
It sounds like a
somebody's sharing
train.
my posh closet.
Good grief, that sounded like a train going through your living room.
No, somebody's sharing my posh closet.
And you get a notification when someone shares your posh closet?
Well, everything means they're sharing another thing. Like, it's weird. So it's all right. It's all good. I sold something again on Posh.
Carol.
I've been picking up on Posh a little bit, so I'm trying to stay more active on it.
Okay, awesome, Carol. Yeah, she said she'll let me know when she books it, and it looked eclectic. Yeah. So, and I'm glad that you got a good deal at that yard sale yesterday. That's awesome. And what else? Gonna get ready for today's auction.
How you doing on those storage units? Are you still winning on them?
I lost them both.
Oh.
They came in last minute and bid way, way too high. And to be honest with you, look, I really thought about it. I probably could have continued bidding on them, but they're so far away, and not having the help is really going to be a problem, because they were really big. and I think I was biting off more than I could chew. So I let both of them go, which I know kind of like upsets me that I did, because I'm really, I'm overdue for a really, really great storage unit. But I still have like 8 bids on storage units in my area. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you
Morning,
for
Jen.
joining. Good morning, Kathy. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of bids on stuff in my area that's ending in 3 to 4 days or something
Carol,
like
you're
that.
funny. Carol's funny.
I know, right? She
So
is.
Mark, we have to figure that out, because I wish I knew how to shut mine off sometimes. But you had sales and it took you a week. I don't know if I get it, to be honest with you, I don't know if I get a sound when I get a sale, but I know I get a sound when people share an item on my closet for sure.
Good morning, Ann. Ann just joined. Good morning,
Hey,
Ann.
Andor, welcome. Good morning.
All right, everybody put your temperatures in the chat and where you're from. I want to know what the temperatures are.
Temperatures.
Not your
Temperature?
98.7 temperature. Well, it could be. I don't know wherever you are. Like right now it's 64 here.
64. Let's see what it is here.
It's 73, high of 92 today.
92.
That's hot, Tiff.
It's hot here in the south.
Does it get cold in the wintertime?
Morning,
Tiffany?
Donna.
Yeah, it does get cold here, but the weather is like crazy, because one day you might have it like in the 30s, and then the next day it's like in the 80s. So you just never know.
Oh, Cindy, you're up in the Finger Lakes, huh?
83 degrees today, and the high is 85. 83 with 85. 67 and cloudy in the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, it's cloudy here too today.
56 in Southwest Pennsylvania.
Jennifer, you're in Delaware. Where are you in Delaware?
60 in
'Cause I don't know if you know what
Delaware.
we're looking to buy there.
56 in Central New York. 60 in Maryland. Well, those are good temperatures. Good morning, Rebecca. Oh, it was cold. It was cold yesterday where Rebecca
Oh,
was.
Newark, as opposed to Newark, like my husband likes to say, because he thinks of Jersey, but I know it's Newark.
39 where Rebecca is.
Morning, Rebecca.
What about Mark? Mark, where are you? He's saying it's freaking cold out.
Yeah, he's in, well, look at Debbie, 95 in Texas today.
95 in
Mark's in
Texas.
Montana.
Montana, what's freaking cold? What's your temperature? 41, John, in the M state.
Yeah, no, Debbie, I mean, she knows. I mean, it's the same in Texas. You'll get one day where it's, in the 30s, 40s, and the next day in the 80s, It's like one day you're wearing jackets and long pants, and the next day you're in shorts and flip-flops.
I mean, we get cold. Like around Christmas time, we do get cold. We get like down to like the 40s, 50s. But for us, it maintains like
20
80.
people. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining this morning.
Who?
Yeah.
20.
Oh, 20. That's awesome.
Thank you, guys. Of course, I think we have some lurkers. So if you're lurking, put the number 1 in the chat.
Smash the thumbs up, because it helps the algorithm.
Yeah. Myra, don't be a bum. Hit the thumb. I love when she says that. Good morning, Myra.
That's awesome.
I know. Good morning. Good morning.
And we knew you were here. You're not lurking. Yeah. I mean, people who haven't announced themselves.
Some people still won't.
I know. It's okay.
Yeah, so what are you girls going to do today? Tiffany, what are you going to do
I got
today?
this auction I have to call later this afternoon.
Yep, you've got my option for the pain in the
I've
butt,
got,
girl.
yeah, I've got one more school assignment I've got to get done. I finished my paper that I had to do. And I mean, if you guys saw what the office I'm in right now is full of boxes and bubble wrap and crap that needs to be shipped out to Amazon. So
Yeah, I'm the
it's fourth
same
quarter.
way.
So
I've got lots that need to be shipped out. They're all around me, and I've got lots that I'm going to be presenting, and it's just, I'm surrounded by it too, all over. I did such a good job cleaning it all up the other day, and now it's all back to exactly where it was. Mark says it's probably around the mid 40s. I don't pay attention to it much. It's much too depressing. I hear you, buddy.
Morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, good morning. But
Yeah,
Montana
that was
is gorgeous
originally where
in
we
the
were going
winter
to go,
months.
would be to like I guess it would be considered the Pacific Northeast. We were considering some of those states originally, but
oh my, if you don't
yeah.
like cold tea, don't go there.
Well, it's not that I don't like cold.
I get anxiety when I get too far from the Atlantic Ocean. I'm serious. Like
Really?
we drove to Chicago once. It was actually to have my son blessed by this famous priest in
Oh wow.
Chicago. Yeah, we drove all the way to Chicago just to have him blessed, and while he was battling cancer, and like I felt like I've never lived like more than 10 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean. It's so
Yeah.
weird. And I felt like being like in the middle of the country like that, like not being close to the ocean. It had like a weird,
Yeah.
not to sound like a creepy, but I had like a weird feeling like I really needed to get closer to the ocean. And maybe it's because I lived close to the ocean my whole entire life.
Right. Well, I have too. I mean, really.
I don't like I don't like being out in the middle of the mountains like that. Like I need to see the ocean. There's people in this country that have never even seen the ocean.
I know.
They've
Yeah.
never even seen what the ocean looks like. I mean, I've seen mountains. You know, I lived in Boston, so we would go up to Vermont and Maine and up to Canada. You know, and I've seen
Mystery Mountain, is that the one over there? There's something called Mystery Mountain or something? Or the Man in the Mountain.
Old Man of the Mountain, which fell apart like around 6 years ago. It collapsed, so
Oh,
he's
wow.
gone. As a matter of fact, I posted on eBay. It was a piece of granite. It was a souvenir, and there was an etched Old Man of the Mountain profile on it, and it was a piece of granite from New Hampshire is called the Granite State because there's so
Yeah.
much granite there. So it was it was literally like this big piece of granite. I listed it for like $25. It sold in 5 minutes
Huh.
Wow.
of the Old Man of the Mountain because, so you guys, that's a bolo. Anybody that comes across anything that has the Old Man of the Mountain on it Tiffany, what are you laughing at?
Because they said, Robin said you're a low key mermaid.
I know, right? I am. But yeah, so anything with Old Man of the Mountain is a bolo, you guys, because
Oh, I think Rebecca's saying she's never seen the ocean.
Oh wow.
yeah, she's never seen.
You gotta
That's
get
another one.
out to the ocean.
She's another one. I have a huge box of seashells that I have to mail out to her because like 2 or 3 of the seashells that I mailed to her broke. So I've been hoarding seashells and I need to mail them out to her. She's been like waiting for weeks for me to send those seashells to her, which I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to get to that this week too. There's so many things I have to get to and
You can watch
do.
the ocean like
What
live.
is your decision, or you haven't made one about Tuesday?
Oh no, we can have it Tuesday because I lost those storage units. If I win the storage units that are local on Tuesday, I mean, that's just going to be easy for me to go pick up. But these were far away, so that would have been a fiasco. That would have been a fiasco for me to go get. Yeah, so Old Man of the Mountain, Low Key Mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nothing. Kidding. Watch it live. I'll go down to the ocean, Rebecca,
I mean, it's
someday.
better than like not watching it if you know.
What did we lose, Debbie? She wrote, whoops, I think
She's,
we
whoops,
lost
I think
them.
we lost them.
What did you lose, honey?
Here, it's here.
Mark says that he's been to the West Coast and he has seen the ocean to the West Coast. I guess they say that I've never seen the Pacific Ocean. But the Atlantic Ocean is so beautiful.
Oh, so she has seen the ocean because she went fishing.
Well, that doesn't mean she's in
Rebecca.
the ocean. That means she's been to some sort of body of water.
Yeah, well, because Rhode Island, where Derek is, if that's where she went fishing. Good
Oh,
morning, Darlene, sweetheart.
Good morning, Darlene. I got your message, honey. I will call you. Actually, if you could text me again, because I have so many calls that came through on my phone that I never saved your number. So if you could text me, that would be awesome. And Abraham, thank you so much for coming out yesterday to the meetup. I'm sorry that you were late, so you didn't get to be in videos. But yeah, Abraham came out and he contributed a lot. He's Abraham sells on Amazon. So he was a nice contribution to the meetup yesterday.
Well, him and Matt should have gotten along then.
Oh yeah, they were chit-chatting away. Yeah, and I was trying to pay attention and figure out what they were talking about because you know me with Amazon. Don't get it. don't understand it.
what's
I went-
hysterical?
I went to a cruise to the Bahamas and it was so beautiful. Well, the Bahamas is literally like 45 miles across the ocean to exactly where I live. So you were in my waters, my beautiful turquoise blue waters that I have right here, which is awesome.
I don't even know if there is any Bahamas left at this point.
Well, I think that there's one side of the Bahamas didn't get damaged because Chris the Goose is in the Bahamas this weekend.
Oh, is he?
No, this week. Yeah, and
I told you guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, no. Well, he talked about it in his chat, and it was after the hurricane, and I said to him, I said, gosh, what part of the Bahamas are you going to? Like, is there anything left, like, to go stay? And I can't remember what part he said he was going to, but he said it was okay, and the hotel that they were going to was untouched, and everything was fine. So I stood on the southern part. My husband's saying the southern part of the Bahamas didn't get touched at all, so maybe that's where he's going, to the southern part.
Oh, they rescued a dog from under the rubble. That's sad.
Oh gosh, you mean all these weeks later, like just recently they rescued the dog? Or when it actually happened? I don't know. But what did you do yesterday, T?
What did we do yesterday? We did did we hit a garage sale yesterday? Or was that Saturday? No, yesterday was, no, actually Friday we had a garage sale. Yesterday, just listing, I think we just did,
Jeez, it was only 24 hours ago, T.
I know, you know what? I hope it doesn't get like this now that I'm fun employed.
See?
My family is from St. Martin and St. Thomas. Oh, so so your family's from there? Are you from there too, Marcia? Are you from that? I spent some time on Tortola. When I was in my 20s, I went to Tortola for a week. Not a lot of people know about that small little island. And then we went over to Virgin Gorda, and actually Virgin Gorda was Princess Diana's favorite island to vacation on in the British Virgin Islands. And Virgin Gorda was absolutely beautiful, 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 beautiful. They're tiny little islands that you have to take a boat to that are, very few people live on them.
Sounds amazing.
I know. Well, Tortola, Apple Bay is pretty, when I was there, was just becoming commercialized. But there's, I think there might be small planes that fly to Tortola, but you have to take a boat from, like you fly into St. Thomas and then you have to take a boat to Tortola. There's no like, it's a small island. Nope, born in Manhattan, New York, moved to Maryland. Oh, but her family all lives there. Yeah, Tortola's the type of island that either you are super, super rich because you're not a true islander, you've brought your money in from, making your money somewhere else, or you're really, really poor and you live in these like shacks along the road that are made out of like metal sheathing, roofs and like metal, like they're like metal shacks that live,
Yeah.
that are, and then the area that we stayed in this like little bed and breakfast there. I was pretty adventurous when I was young, I don't know if I would do this stuff today, but the locals, they just, when they make dinner, they'll put out a sign and they'll say like $3 American or whatever for like the tourists that are there. And you go and whatever the woman has made for dinner for her family, you just pay her $3 and you can sit with the family or you can just take it in like a wrapped up piece of paper and just go off with it. And you just eat whatever they made for dinner or breakfast or lunch that they make enough to like sell to people that are there visiting. It's kind of, yeah, kind of interesting.
Wow.
And we ate it. We ate the local food instead of going. The only other option was to go to there was a couple of hotels and a couple of small restaurants in town. But we ate the local people's food. Pretty daring, right? I guess, it was fine. We never had, any problems with that. Eating.
I guess it depends. You know what? I mean, I don't know. So are they making scary stuff, or is it just prepared differently?
Yeah, Darlene, it was awesome. It was a fun experience. A couple of times we sat at their table and in the houses that we picked, we sat at their table and eat. And a couple of times we just took it to go. It's just kind of like the island way. People smoke pot openly, walking down the street. It's like it's allowed, to do that on the island. It's a lot of surfers go there for I guess they get really big swells. So T, what was that subject that you brought up? What were you saying about jealousy on
There's not only jealousy on YouTube but also at home.
Yeah.
As I look at my husband, as he gives me the finger.
Did he give you the finger? Did he really?
He's putting a Band-Aid on. He must be bleeding again.
Oh, just put a Band-Aid on it.
Because even though he's had to be off certain medication, he's still on this one medication, even though it's not a full blood thinner, it still thins his blood. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely, look at this little one. It's definitely a a juggling act. I know. It's definitely a juggling act, trying to balance family. I still have little ones at home, so trying to balance family, husband, housework, life, YouTube.
Tina, but he don't care.
Huh?
She said, shame on hubby. It's illegal to shoot the bird on a Sunday. It should be.
Oh. He was just showing her the cut on his finger, though. He wasn't shooting her the bird. He was just.
You don't know my husband.
He needed a new Band-Aid on his finger. That's all. That's all he was doing.
I have to say.
Listen, after 30, no, it's not 30 years yet, but we're getting close. It's just a sign of affection with him.
A sign of affection. It's a sign of affection. Did you hear that, Ricky? If you shoot me the bird, my husband would never shoot me the bird. But if you shoot me the bird, it's a sign of affection after all these years of marriage. My husband doesn't even swear. My husband doesn't swear.
Yeah, well, he never worked in a kitchen either.
So, no,
Although I'm
worse.
surprised working as a contractor.
Worse.
Yeah.
He works as a contractor,
Yeah.
and you never hear potty mouth out of his mouth. You hear it out of my mouth. I tend to swear, and my husband will say, "You can take the girl out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the girl." It was what he says to me all the time, and like the worst one in the house for swearing is my youngest. She loves to say swear words. I let her. She knows she's not supposed to do it like outside of the house. Like she would never do it in public or in front of people, but in the house we kind of let her just go ahead and swear, just get it out. We are going to lose our internet service within a day or two, so I was using Starbucks as my office for a bit.
Is that by choice, Marsha, or are they doing work in the area?
I think she's moving.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So maybe they canceled their service. I think she said she's moving. Thug life, Robin D. My daughter's totally thug life. She's if you watch the video, that was another thing too. Matthew kept saying, I said it in the live yesterday, like people would ask him questions about Amazon, and Matthew would say, "Oh, you should watch my video number episode," blah, 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 to try to get the views. He was so funny. He would answer the question, right? He would answer the question, but he was like always, good morning, Janaea. Hello, honey. He was always trying to get people to watch his videos.
I think Darlene's told this story before, but her dad told her Men Happy Anniversary when she was a child and asked why he did it. It was not funny when she did it on their anniversary.
My dad said it, happy anniversary. Oh, that is so funny. What swear words? Swear words meant
No,
happy.
the finger. He said
The finger.
he told her it meant happy anniversary, and then she did it on their anniversary.
Oh, that is so funny. That is hysterical. Yes, she is moving. Junkie girl is moving. I think I saw her right there.
I'm not sure. No.
She's in New York,
No, she said she was in Maryland, I thought. No, she was born in Manhattan, but she lives in Maryland.
Oh, okay. I thought she was in the city.
Imagine a 10-year-old putting it in his face with his smile.
Like it's adorable. My husband doesn't think it's cute, but I think it's
adorable.
adorable.
Out of the mouths of babes, right? You just don't know.
What's Matthew's channel's name?
Drop the link for Matthew's channel.
So Tiffany, I wanted to talk to you about this. I forgot yesterday on the way home. So Matthew, I said to Matthew, Matthew, your story, your YouTube name is kind of hard for me to remember, but it's just me. Like it's just a bunch of letters or something. Like it's
FBA Op.
Yeah, it's a little bit, FBA Op. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to remember. And so he said to me, I'm thinking about changing it to my actual name.
Oh.
And he says, I'm thinking about branding my name. And I said, when I started my YouTube channel, like a lot of people had some, opinions like, oh, it's too long. People won't remember your name, or it's too long of a name. And I said, I really struggled with whether or not to keep it my name or not. And he goes, no. He says, I love that it's your name. He says, I think I'm going to change mine to my actual name too. So I don't know if he's going to do it, but so I thought that was pretty cool that he,
23 in the chat. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you. Don't forget to give Tia a thumbs up.
I wanted to go back to a comment I think that Marsha made about the thumbs up thing. I don't know if that's, I'm not sure I read it right. honestly. I just want to go back and look at it.
What did you see?
She said something about the thumbs up and the views, and I don't know. I think it was her. I have to go back now and see if I can find it.
Yeah, Abraham says brand yourself. A lot of people don't like to brand.
Like before or after. Leaving live chats and coming back in has some impact. Also, when sharing links, YouTube does not want users to end sessions. Yeah, but I thought if you gave a thumbs up, you don't leave the video. If you just close the live chat, hit the thumbs up, and hit the live chat again, you're not leaving the video, right?
I don't know. So much to learn. All right, remove the banner from Tiffany's face.
I did. Yeah, that's the other thing I don't like. That banner should be set up differently.
Yeah, StreamYard needs to make some improvements.
Well, Abraham says brand yourself, and I guess Abraham brands himself because he uses his name.
Abraham?
Yeah.
I don't know if Scott is his last name. Is that your last name, Abraham? Oh, you don't have to tell. You don't have to tell us.
Say.
Huh?
Oh, excuse me 1 minute.
I want to say, you just have to be careful because, for privacy and protection purposes, you're putting your, yourself out there.
I mean, my name is out there. Like, if you Google my name, you'll see news reports about me. You'll see fundraisers that I've been involved in. You'll see charity work that I've been involved in. I mean, my name is totally like, I probably have 2 pages of Google with my name, my son's name, my family name. So, I just, I'm okay with branding my name. I'm okay with it, but I do have to do what you said, Tiffany. Maybe you can show me the ropes on that and someone was talking about it. Oh, Matthew was talking about it yesterday, getting a Google phone number and removing.
Yeah,
I know you've been telling me that for a long time.
I had a Google number.
Yeah, I need to do that.
I wouldn't give out your personal number, unless you know somebody personally. And I would take your public number,
because I've had my phone number for 14 years and I don't want to have to change it. And I don't want to get any more weirdo calls in the middle of the night either. So that's kind of a pain in the neck to deal with. But, and then Abraham said to check and see if my name.com is available and to buy that. I guess that means GoDaddy. Is that what he's talking about? Is by my my name, Tiffany? I don't know if Abraham, if that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, GoDaddy is just one of the,
What's he telling me? What's he telling me to buy?
The domain.
My domain, my DonatellaBottolino.com. That would be my domain.
Yeah.
Make sure no one buys it. I should buy it myself.
When you do that stuff through GoDaddy, they give you some perks like a Google phone number and a subscription to this and that or whatever. So sometimes you can get a little deal with a couple of extras.
Yeah, and then even my husband said maybe you should open up a website where your viewers can go and you can put things that you normally would put on YouTube maybe on a website up for sale. And how we were talking about doing just individual items, putting up for auction individual items. Mm-hmm. So my husband was saying, maybe offer some of your really high-end stuff, like your, the stuff that I'm going to be putting on eBay as soon as I get my life in order, to open a website and just make them available to, it's just like one more social media thing that I would have to do. But I thought that that was
Right.
a
It's
really,
just hard to drive traffic to a personal website. You really have to spend money to do that. I mean, yes, you can do it here on YouTube and you can drop the link and stuff like that, but it's very hard to start up a website without advertising.
I think I'm going to try it because, I mean, why pay the eBay fees if, you know, if I can offer like my viewers the things that I have for sale that I, you know, I mean, I'll put a price on, I could still put them on eBay, but, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that would work. I mean, do I want to show, like, someone came on the chat that I had never seen last week or something, and with a name that I'd never seen before, and asked what my YouTube, my
eBay store.
my eBay store name was, and I don't think I'm going to share that because I've heard so many people talk about how other people will like sabotage your store, and
Well, that landed up being a troll, Donna. We had to get rid of that person.
it was a troll.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Someone came back and said, you know, though these two women are yada yada yada.
Oh, that was the same person.
Yeah, that was the
that
same
asked what my YouTube, what
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
eBay store was.
Yeah, and they asked like 3 times at 3 different shows.
Donna, I will send you the best steps for you. Thank you, honey. Thank you. You're so sweet. Always have your own site so you can send followers that you can. Myra, no, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't even have a photo. If you Google my name, you may find one. They must be having some sort of private conversation. Well, that's why I'm kind of afraid to, because I've heard like other people have gone in and sabotaged eBay accounts, Mercari accounts, and like other selling platform accounts. And I mean, I like having, you know, my eBay store. So
Yeah, and some people have success with it because I know what's his name, you know, the garage. I'm in the garage. It's the shed. Lonnie, right?
Lonnie,
He sell every time you look and see what he sells, he says, "Oh, and this went out to a watcher." Like he sells a lot of stuff to his people.
so does not Pittsburgh. So does who is
Garage flips. Thank you, Kathy. Lonnie here. Hi, it's Lonnie.
yeah, there's Lonnie, but there's the other one too. Oh, I'm trying to think of his name. He does the same thing. Like he put up a video last week. If you guys watched it, he put up a video. I think it was last week. He was in his garage and he was pulling sold orders out of bins, and he was like saying, "Oh, Cincinnati picker, yes, strip and flip. Look at he knew exactly who I was talking about. Yeah, he knew exactly what I was talking about." But he would pull up. He was like pulling out things, and he'd be like, "Oh, and I bought this at a yard sale for 50 cents, and I sold it to one of my viewers for $50." Honestly, he was like doing stuff like that in his video, and but he sells it on eBay to his viewer. Like he'll list it on eBay, and his viewers go to eBay and buy it. He doesn't, from what I understood, he doesn't sell it directly to a viewer. Does Lonnie sell it directly to a viewer?
I know Lonnie said, I think on the last video that I saw of his, I think he said he started a website, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure how he knows he sold to a viewer, you know, and he shouts the viewer out and everything. So maybe that's what he's using his website for too, just to sell to viewers.
Maybe he has an account set up specifically for that purpose.
Maybe
that he links it. Maybe that's a good way to go. But why would you do that? Like, what are the benefits to that? Like, why would you have a eBay account that you link to your YouTube channel? Like, why would you pay those eBay fees when you can basically have a website and post the things on a website and send your followers? Now, he's got thousands and thousands of followers. Like, why doesn't he have, I guess this would be a question for him. Why doesn't he have just a website set up that he can post those items on a website and eliminate the eBay fees and dues and all of that?
Because you're still going to have to pay for hosting a website.
Yeah, hosting a
You're gonna
website
have to
isn't
pay
cheap sometimes.
for whatever method that they pay with, whether they pay credit card or PayPal. You're going to have to pay some sort of fee that way. So you're
Yeah, you
still
have
gonna,
to have some kind of way to take credit
the
cards.
benefit of using eBay or Amazon or any of these platforms is that you don't have to advertise it. Because
Kathy's saying because you have millions of buyers on eBay exposed to your stuff. No, I understand that, but
yeah,
it seems
that's
like
what
almost.
it said.
But it seems like almost all his videos he's selling to buyers, like buyer after buyer after buyer. So does Lonnie. Like a lot of the stuff that they sell is just to buyer. He does both, Donna, Cindy W. He does both. He does both. He has a website and he has a eBay page. Is that what
Yeah.
Cindy's saying? He has
Yeah.
both?
Yeah, and Kathy's right. You know, you have millions of buyers on eBay exposed to your stuff as opposed to, you know, who's going to find your website except for your people on YouTube, you know? Yeah, you got to share it off then on all social media, you know, and it's time consuming and it could cost money to run ads and things like that. So by the time you run the ads to advertise your website and you have to host the website and you have to take some kind of payment service, right? You know, because the payment service charges, you know, 2.9% transaction fees and, you know, like eBay, right? So at the end of the day, is it cost effective? And you still may not drive as much traffic as something like an Amazon or an eBay that's really out there. Millions of people know. They don't know, you know, that Donna Bottolino has a website where she sells stuff.
Oh, that's why they stay on eBay as well. That's what I was saying, Donatella. He
And
does.
then Data Junkin Girl saying you have to have the correct bandwidth, security, etc. You know, there's a lot that goes into that.
That's bandwidth has to do with having a YouTube
Having your hosting of your store.
page.
You know,
A web page.
it could crash. You know, so many things can happen. You know, you think eBay's challenging. What happens, you know, when you have something go wrong with your store?
Oh, let me tell you something. eBay's not challenging. eBay is a piece of cake when you compare it to doing the auctions that I'm doing. This is challenging. Like what I'm doing and trying to figure out what I'm doing is very challenging. Like to try to keep sense of it all and keep it all in order, and the billing part of it and who's paid and who hasn't paid and like all of that is it's very challenging. I'm not complaining. I love it. When I say things like that, I'm not complaining, you guys. I love the support. I love that you guys all come to the auctions, but it is very overwhelming. And you know, I'm a one-person show. I'm a one-woman show, you know. My husband helps me as much as he can. My kids don't get involved at all. At all. I've said it before. The girls are not interested in any way, shape, or form in my reselling. And my son will help me once in a while with heavy stuff, but that's really about it. Like I asked him, I got a whole case of gaming systems. And I said, will you please just, actually, I didn't even ask him. My husband did. My husband asked him. He said, Massimo, will you sit down with your mother, test all these gaming systems, the controllers, and because if she can bring them to auction and say, oh, they're all in perfect working condition, I probably could get more money instead of us saying they're untested and we don't know if they work or not. You know, people are not going to bid on them as high as they would if I could say that they're all tested and they're all working. So he was like, that's a lot of work, my son said. I'm like, all right, well, can you at least bundle them for me? Like, go through, it was a big, like, 40-gallon tote full of stuff. And I said, can you just put them in, like, bundles of, like, how I should sell them, like, match up the boards with the gaming systems? Because I mean, I don't want to sound stupid, but I don't know about that stuff. And I don't care to know about it, to be honest with you. I'm not interested in it. there's so many other things that I am interested in that I can't even find time to do. I want to do something. I want to do something that I'm like really interested in. So, anyways, long story short, he didn't get it done. He didn't do it for me, so I had to do it. So it was like, I don't know. Does this cord go with this game? I don't know what this is. Thank God the viewers. Thank God the viewers is like they're so cooperative and they're like, yes, Donna, that connects it to the TV. I'm like, okay, thank you. I've never played a game, I don't think ever. My husband used to play with the kids, but they used to play GameCube a lot.
I played
Denali,
with my son a lot because, like your son Denali, we were in the hospital more than we were home half the time. So I kept him busy with that,
yeah. Denali would play, what gaming system did Denali have in the hospital that he played with? We had an Xbox in the hospital and he had the headphones on and he would play with Massimo. His brother was at home because he couldn't be in the hospital with him. A lot of the times, they didn't allow children where he was, only adults. And they would play together back and forth. Yeah, it was really awesome. It's complicated but doable. Yeah, maybe for you, Data Girl.
So Gina's right. We have to have Junk and Data Girl on the panel someday. We'll definitely plan that.
Oh, yeah, that would be a great idea. Janaea says, my husband goes back and forth to supporting me. When I make a $600 profit, he's okay. And then he hates when I buy more stuff.
I'm not sure about Don's comment at all. Always have your gun nearby you. Not sure what he means by that. I don't know if I must have missed a conversation or something.
I don't have to worry about that in this house. What Donna and I do with storage unit selling online and the auctions is so very much work, right, Donna? Yes, Rebecca. Rebecca knows, yep, how much work it is to prepare and know how to do all that stuff. I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. I'm grateful and I'm happy and well, it's nice. I read somewhere, who was it that said, Myra, the auctions are genius in avoiding fees. It is more of a direct sale. Yeah, it's, it is genius in avoiding fees, but
well, there still are fees. Don't let anybody fool you because you guys have to pay through PayPal. So there's
I still have to pay fees. I still have to pay for the shipping, the material, the tape, all of that. But on the other hand, I'm certainly not I'm selling things at 10 cents on the dollar at my auctions. Literally 10 cents on the dollar. Like that lot that Carol bought the other night, when you all brand new with tags, when you add up all of the brand new with tags that were in that lot, it probably totaled to close to $600. And she was sweet. She gave me a super chat because she was the only one in the auction that was willing to tackle on that mother of the bride and the veils and stuff. The veils were like $150 each, new with tags. And I think she ended up paying like $60 for it. I mean, what's that? 10 cents on the dollar that she got it for? So I'm not paying fees, Myra, but I'm also giving my stuff away, like literally giving it away to give people the opportunity to resell it. Thank you, Robin D. She writes, I love the auctions. It's a fantastic idea. I mean, every once in a while I'll score and I'll get, like a good amount of money, like with the bidding wars that go on, somebody will pay a good amount of money for one of my lots. And, that's awesome. And that makes me really, really happy because then it, makes me a little bit of money. But even my husband will be like, or even my daughter one time, she was like, Mama, you sold all those Build-A-Bears for like $40. Like, do you know that those Build-A-Bears are like, they're all retired and they're all, I'm like, yeah, but you know what? It's part of the game. It's part of, how I'm getting, my subscribers
No,
and
you
my
got and you got
customer
to look at it
base.
too, like any business, right? There's a chain in every business. There is the creator of the product, right? This is just like, like you have to think about it. And then there's the wholesaler, right? You're the wholesaler. Yeah, there's a retailer too, and that's the whole idea here, right? You're
Yeah.
wholesaling it to the retailer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same concept in a store or any kind of business. Even the wholesaler that's buying it from the manufacturer is still getting a profit. Everybody gets a profit. It's just, everybody's passing it down.
Yeah, exactly. And like Gina says exactly, I feel like some of your stuff you're giving away for just the cost of the shipping. And so my husband's chiming in the background. And there's some things, Gina, I hate to even tell you, that cost me more money to ship than what the customer paid for it. So I'm losing money on those items.
Donna's our guy.
Donna's our guy. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. But I'm hoping that it just continues to keep growing and growing. And, I just keep getting the support. Because, I think you guys know, and he used it all for his cups he sold. That's what
I don't know who John's having a conversation with, but I'm not understanding a lot that's going on there.
That's here was Donatella. That's what here has Donatella. I don't know. Don, who are you talking to?
He sold. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Is there somebody that's like blocked that we can't see from the chat that he's
I
having
have
a
no idea. I don't know what
with?
he's talking about.
I don't know. Don, I don't know who you're talking to. Tell us who you're talking to, because your comments don't make any sense. Yeah, so that's my goal, is just to keep growing and growing, and I keep saying to my husband, come the winter time, I think when everybody gets snowed in, it's just going to be, I understand what you're talking about, Donna. Yes, thank you, Darlene. Darlene, I honestly, I can't believe that you're still as sweet and tender as you are and kind, because I've owed Darlene a package for a really long time. I owe Kathy, just me, Kathy, a package. I owe Dawn some packages. I owe you some packages, T. I owe Pat D's some packages. Every week I say I'm going to get to all of these, friends.
Well, that's why we're definitely not having an auction Tuesday night. You got to get all that stuff out.
Oh, we're not going to have an auction Tuesday night?
Didn't you tell me you weren't going to do it this week?
Did you cancel your Tuesday night?
No, I didn't cancel it. I haven't made the StreamYard yet.
Oh, we're doing it on your channel. We've got to do it on your channel. Let's just see how many people come up.
Okay.
Because you want to start bringing them over. Even if I do a small auction, maybe I'll try to bring, like 5 or 6 really big, good lots. We won't do, all 10 or something, so I won't be so overwhelmed. No, we have to do it, because that's the whole idea.
No, because originally you said you think you had to take this Tuesday off because you had to catch up.
I wasn't even thinking that we were having it on your channel when I said that. No. I don't want to cancel an auction on your channel, T. I want everybody to go to T's channel. We're trying to grow T's channel, so.
All right, then no talking tomorrow or Tuesday until the auction, because you've got to get everything out to everybody.
Okay. Well, Donna. Darlene, you're so sweet. How can she be so sweet? I don't understand how she can be such a sweet person. What time on Tuesday? What time on Tuesday? Do you want to do it earlier? What is your schedule like? I like to do them at 9 o'clock so that my Pacific Coast people have a chance to get home and get settled in. Okay.
You want to do it then, or you want to try an hour earlier? I don't care.
No, it's up to you. It's your channel. We can talk about that after. But let's
take a poll in the chat. What time? Eastern time is of course our time, but just make sure you tell us. What do you think Tuesday night would be a better time for everybody? Let's just take a poll. I'm not saying we're going to go with it. I just like to get an idea of what you guys feel.
Yeah, but our Pacific people, a lot of our Pacific people are not in the chat right
Yeah,
now.
that's
They're
true.
probably still
Mark's the only
sleeping.
one. I think Mark's the only one here from the Pacific Coast.
Abraham says 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night for cats meow. 8:30, Myra.
Mara has to be different.
Myra, 8:30 is not an option. You have to pick 8 or 9. She's so funny. She has to stand out in the crowd. Myra, you and I would get along good because I would say 8:30 too. And then T would respond, "It's not always about you, Donna."
Right.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, here she comes. Tiffany chimes in with, "Oh, Lord." T and I will be talking on like three-way chat, and Tiffany will stay quiet, and then she'll chime in with, "Oh, Lordy me." Look at her. "Oh, Lordy me," she'll say. She'll chime in.
It's true.
Have a nice
Maybe
day,
I like.
Dawn.
I don't know. Maybe I like Myra's time.
Huh?
I said I don't know. Maybe I like Myra's time.
You do?
Well, because you spend 15 minutes talking to everybody anyway.
Oh, I have a nervous twitch in my eye and it won't stop.
Bye, Don. See you later. Hopefully,
Bye, honey.
3
Have a
o'clock.
great day. I love how you put the space in between the hearts. It really put it on the screen. Gee, it really jumps out. I'm gonna have to. Oh, it doesn't show up on the screen, but in the chat it
Oh,
shows up.
goodbye, Dawn.
Space. Cindy Y was thinking 8:30 as well. Chit
Maybe
chat.
we'll try 8:30. Myra will hold. Well, we're gonna
Come
make it. Now everybody's getting silly. Donna's saying 8:45.
No, but you know what? 8:30 is good because we could say join us at 8:30. Auction starts at 9. So anybody who wants to come in a half an hour before, because we usually get on the StreamYard about 15 minutes before.
Right, and you know what? Because we welcome everybody on. We talk for a little while, and this way the notification's out there for a half an hour.
Right, because usually we get on the StreamYard like 15, 20 minutes before, and we say like, and T will say to me, "All right, girly, like, what do you have up for auction tonight?" And I'll like run down like what I have for auction. But like, why couldn't we do that live? You know, because then we go on live, and then I say the same thing to the audience.
Right.
So we could actually go on at 8:30, and we could like talk about what I have going on live, wait for people to come in, and then start the auction at 9. Should I start doing that on my channel too? Maybe. 8:35, Abraham. That sounds good to do. Yeah, I think so, Darlene. I think that's a good idea. See how it's so nice to collaborate with your coworkers? Come up. This is like having a board meeting.
You guys are hysterical.
What is Tiffany saying?
That we're hysterical.
Tiffany.
What does that mean? We have to go on at 2:30 today?
No, I think 3 o'clock is fine for today.
No, 3 is fine.
Maybe at nighttime. But I don't know, maybe when the winter comes, people might want to jump on a little bit because nobody really goes on Sunday afternoons. So people might want to jump on and just even listen while they're listing or working or, baking their pies. We need donuts, Robin T says. I want extra coffee breaks. Who's taking the notes?
What does Kathy mean? I think he does what?
Kathy?
Yeah, well, I don't know what she means by I think T does, Ella.
Oh, Donna, last night I was watching Tommy Bernard and Tracy, and I fell asleep while they were talking.
Tracy hit 1,000, by the way, last night.
Yes, Tracy hit 1,000, which is really exciting. But I fell asleep while they were talking. They were just chit-chatting, and I was so tired, and I fell asleep. And I woke up to the smell of fresh popped popcorn in my house. That's what woke me up. Yeah, the smell. So I walked out to the kitchen, and I said to my husband, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm making popcorn." It was late. It was like 11:30 at night. I had fallen asleep.
Got it. Yes, I do have the gavel.
I know, right? Remember, it starts at 9, no introductions, etc., since you have been already on for 30, 45 minutes. Okay. She's the one who's keeping us in line. She's like the,
Remember, if it starts at 9, no introductions, etc., since you would have been on already for 30 to 45 minutes. Ah, okay. So, see, we're getting some input here. So, Marsha's saying, what she's saying is that means at 9 o'clock it starts.
look at Abraham. Abraham says, can someone else buy the creamer for the coffee? I always have to do it. It's not fair. And Myra, yes, you whack the trolls.
No, but you know what? She brings up a great point here. So that means at 9 o'clock, we start at 9 o'clock, Miss Donatella.
Okay, I can do that. That's fine. Hopefully I won't get any trolls in my auction today. Cheapers creepers.
All right, 3 o'clock today, guys. Donna will do the StreamYard ASAP.
I'll do it. I'll do it in just a few minutes. And pumpkin spice creamer. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining us today for our coffee break, our coffee morning. And we shall see you at 3 or a few minutes before. Maybe
Adios.
we'll go on a few minutes before. Okay, thanks.
All
Bye-bye.
right, guys. Thank you. See you later.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.